I know you have an amazing story about your daughter, Ariana.
Yes.
I hope I pronounced that correctly. Ariana.
Yes.
It's a
Ariana.
a
Hi,
beautiful name, by the
everybody.
way. I love that name.
Thank
So,
you.
why don't you go ahead and tell the folks what's been happening with Ariana?
So thank you for having us. It's wonderful to be here. And we are quite new to the stem cell patches, the X39, and we are getting abnormally good results, which is amazing. So my little girl was born with special needs, with many problems, but basically she started moving a little bit more, and she wasn't gaining enough weight, and she has scoliosis, osteoporosis, she has vision issues, hearing issues. And we went to California, and we find a very good chiropractor, Dr. John Bergman, in Huntington Beach. So she was treating Ariana. We were getting amazing results, but because she was underweight, she was 24 pounds at 12 years, which is a quarter of a normal for her age. She caught a virus. And we've been to 3 emergencies at the end because she was also underweight. They started a feeding tube to feed her, an NG tube through her nose to her stomach, and they misplaced it into her lungs. So her lungs filled up with water by the next day, and she almost died. So I don't know if anybody knows about the blood gases when they do a finger prick. So the CO2 basically shows the strength of your lung, how strong your lung. As the normal CO2 around 40 something, hers was 120, above 70 it's critical. And it's also showing the strength of your lung, how strong your muscles are, how much you can blow off your CO2. So you can imagine you have too much CO2, it's like inhaling exhaust from a car. You're basically choking on your CO2. You can't push it out, you can't exchange the blood gases, you can't oxygenate. So she had this little accident. We came back to Canada, and she was done doing good. She had to have a surgery to have a permanent G-tube to being fed through her stomach. And she was getting worse and worse and weaker. So I'll show you around, which is one in a lifetime opportunity. She started 2 non-invasive devices. This is a BiPAP, which gives you an extra breath, very strong, and her settings were as strong as an adult, but it wasn't. She used this at the nighttime, so we had to add a high flow, which is a continuous higher pressure than the normal air, with enriched with oxygen and humidity. So then the last 2 days she was getting worse and worse, and she was actually introduced to palliative care, which is, you know, people who the doctor thinks they're not going to make it, palliative care support. And you can see her diagnosis from her Montreal Children's Hospital. This is going to be interesting. So I don't know if you can see it. Chronic respiratory failure necessitating non-invasive ventilation at night with bi-level positive airway pressure is the BiPAP. Oxygen dependent with nasal cannula daytime and with the BiPAP at night. Developmental delay, inability to feed by mouth, severe scoliosis, hypotonia, legally blind, palliative care. So many issues, many issues. At the meantime, she's following, she's very smart, very intelligent. She, you know, be using flashcard system. She can read hundreds of words. She can count in the thousands. Intelligence has nothing to do with the ability to express it. It's just the communication between the brain and the body. So while we were in California, we met Heather Hineker at the Ascent Adopt, who's also representative for the stem cell patches. And she's always keeping us updated. And she was the one who sent us some samples in Canada in August. So my daughter's CO2 was here. The red is all critical. So since 2009, December, and even before 2009, September, she was in a critical levels. But after 12 days of using, she went from 76, which is very dangerous, to 62. That's a big drop. Wow. That was after 12 days of use.
Wow.
And yeah, so what happened, Heather sent us the samples. We started to use them on the 4th of August. And it's interesting timeline. We used it at the 12 samples for 12 days. So we finished on August 16. But, you know, she's very sensitive with the temperature. She got a little bug at the same times. So I ran out of samples. Ariana had to go to the hospital with an ambulance because she had fever and she started vomiting. So usually in this case, she's very close to passing on. It happened before a couple of years. But as we got to the hospital, they checked her finger and her CO2 was lower, which with the fever, dehydration, and the bug, it's not normal. So it's abnormally good. And, you know, that's when I know that that's the patch. And she already haven't used the BiPAP because it gives you so much pressure. If she had fever, I had to hydrate her. She would, sorry to say, but to throw up. So then she would choke. It would be really dangerous. So even though she haven't used much that kept her alive and breathing for the last 2 years, her blood gases and she was sick and dehydrated, her blood gases was much better. So I asked the doctor to take another test without the other machine, and she was actually even lower without any support. So her body is working to heal. You know, the stem cells are going to the lung. She's taking bigger breaths. She used to breathe like, and now she's taking nice, steady breath, bigger breath. Also, I have a saturation and blood pulse monitor, which is on day and night. And she used to be hardly in the 90s. Now she's 97, 98 to 100. I have the blood test. And after that, she started to, after I ordered more, I called Heather and I said, okay, I want more. I want to be I want to be part of this. And I became part of the company. We received more patches. The next day we came home from the hospital. Her saturation was 95. I put on the patches. It went to 98 just in a few minutes. So I was very impressed. And a week later, we stopped using. Yes, you're amazing. You have a story to tell. And that's a week after. So in the 3rd week of using it, we stopped using the other non-invasive life support. So since then, she's been only on oxygen. But even before, she was on 3 liters on oxygen. Right now, she's only on 1 liter of oxygen. And there's another test that the doctors do to see how strong is your lung, which is called the Rumer test. So we turn up the oxygen concentrator, remove her cannula, and see how long she can stay above 90 saturation without anything, without supplemental oxygen on her own. Mm-hmm. And before, the maximum was 2 minutes rarely. Sleepyhead. And after, she started with 5 minutes and she went to 10 minutes and then another 5 and then another 8. So it's fluctuating, but she's holding her oxygen better and better. So if we keep going that way, we can start to lower her oxygen from 1 liter and then wean her off completely, I think, in the next couple of months. So I'm baffled. The doctors are baffled. We have a good trust and relationship, and they have never seen anything like that. Mm-hmm. I never seen anything like that. So the other things I see on her is wound healing. She's sleeping amazing. She's always hungry. She's a little Pac-Man now. She has a little birthmark on her head, which was bigger, and it was completely bald, never any hair on it. And it's, I don't know if you can see, but it's growing in. There's hair on it. Mm-hmm. The other thing, she had 3 eye surgeries. Hi, honey, can you see your eyes? And she has a little, let's take off your glasses. She has a little scar tissue from her eye surgery in her left eye. And you can see that little white thing. Mm-hmm. And it's flattening out. It's basically going away slowly. It's dissolving, the body's dissolving it and healing it. And, you know, she's moving more, she's stronger. She has a much better head control. She's verbalizing more. She's trying to sit up. She started to move her legs again a little bit. She lost a lot. She was in bed for 2 years. So, neurologically, you can see the differences because I did that. So I test her neurological reflexes, and her nails are strong. And yeah, I'm very happy. Everybody's amazed. And what I see on myself, because she doubled her body weight in the last 2 years, she's now almost 60 pounds. So I carry her a lot every day. So yes, we just took a trip around a waterfall, stairs up and down 600 meters, and I was carrying her the whole time. And I got tired, but I nowhere near that. I usually exhausted after a day, and I was pretty good. I feel very calm, and it feels like I ran a marathon. I had 2 days of spa. I slept 2 days, and I wake up very calm. I have mental clarity. I can multitask with ease. I can take care of her with no pain. It almost feels like we had some chiropractic issues. That's why we went to California. It feels like I'm taller, like somebody's pulling me up a bit as my discs are hydrating. I feel really, really amazing. Plus the beauty side of it, my hair, my nails. I'm 41. It's looks great. I get compliments. They told me I can pass for 28.
Yes.
So yes, we're stronger. We've been outside a lot. She haven't been outside for 2 years because scared to go around people, scared to the changing of the air and everything. And now she's been out so many times, and she's not getting sick. She's calm, she's happy, which is a big difference. She's smiling a lot. Yeah, she has energy too. She has too much energy actually, because she's up till midnight and 2 o'clock. So, but I don't mind, if that's my biggest problem, let it be, too much energy. So, yes. So we're very, very happy and feeling blessed and grateful. So, yes, she's, saving her life. We tried many things and we got good results with chiropractic and this and that, but nothing ever close to this. And especially because I have all the digital and clinical feedback and everything, I'm very excited. And also the other thing that, sorry, I'm gonna cry a bit, but my mom was diagnosed with leukemia 3 days ago, so I sent her some patches too. So I'm so excited to find this place. I think God got it in our life in such a good time. And so I emailed everybody because we've been in the community. I'm searching nutrition and herbs, and I know all the physiotherapies, the treatments, you name it. I have private nutritionist. I'm researching child brain development. I'm updated with the newest procedures for spine and everything. But this result is incredible. So just shoot it off the rooftops, and looking forward for more. And it's easy and it's affordable. And for me, I spend thousands of dollars on this machine and air purifier and water and therapies here and therapies there. And by the time it's been 14 years, you're trying to find the right thing. So I could buy a couple of houses, but sometimes I had to sell my house to try something, go to another country. And this is easy, very affordable, which is amazing. So I already contacted the research department of my hospital. I said, this result is too good to ignore it. You have to see this. And they are thanking me, and they sent heart emojis, and they're gonna pass it on, and they're gonna look into it. And yes, so yes, thank you.
Wow. I wish I was there to hug you.
Hi. I know. Thank you. And hug her. Yes. Hi, honey. Hug.
I don't even know what questions to ask you.
Yeah.
I just want to say anything. Also, I want to add, if I may add, that with the use of the patch, it also said that you have to be really hydrated. So I think those things are important, you know, hydration. I can see it on her saturation. So hydrate, do a good diet. When you do the package, you run the best results. You know, stem cells cannot generate from sugar and chips and, you know, Coca-Cola.
You're exactly right, Judith.
You know, so you have to have a good diet. Don't accept for a miracle if you're smoking and drinking and, you know, so, okay, organic food and a little bit of moving and, you know, you get better results. But I feel amazing. I know how much is to care for a child, a 14-year-old full-size child, you know, every day.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And we have a house which is not changed to like not handicap accessible. So we go up and down a lot of stairs, in and out of the car seat still. So yeah, and I'm not complaining. I'm in a really good strength. I have a garden. I'm growing my vegetables, taking care of a house alone, taking care of Ariana, doing all the research, cooking, blending, and I have to say that with this patch, gives me the energy to do it and gives us the healing. So very, very happy. Very happy.
Well, amazing, Judith. God bless you. And Ariana, and you are an amazing woman and mother.
Thank you. And we all are. We're here to help each other and love each other and pass the kindness. And, you know, as the whole world is us, it's all love and it's all kindness. So everybody's happier when, you know, the hardest thing, being sick is harder than being healthy, and being positive and happy, you know. I think it helps you mentally, like depression. You know, I feel I'm quite a happy person anyways, but, you know, it gives me, I feel I give me a little extra push of everything, happiness, calmness, mostly calmness, you know.
Yes.
You
have an amazing and remarkable attitude, and God bless you. And I do have one quick question, if I can get through it.
Anything, I'm here for that.
Where are you putting the patch, the X39?
I'm putting the patch exactly where they say it for now.
So on the back of the neck?
On the back of the neck, and then under her belly button.
Okay. Awesome.
Hi, happiness. So actually, because everybody's talking about it, but I think there's a reason they say it, you know, with the sieve on everything going for your spine and the spinal fluid. I think this is the most spot. And your second immune system is your digestive system. So I think, you know, that's where I would start. And when you feel a little bit better, maybe I would put it somewhere. But I think, you know, it has to absorb to those places, because, you know, it's in the spinal column and the digestive system, you know. And but I know that.
Go ahead.
That I know that, you know, because her lungs regenerating, I know that all her organs, all her cells regenerating, you know. It's not just the lung, it's the heart, it's the liver, it's the kidney, it's the blood vessels, it's the skin cells, it's the eye cells, it's the neurons. So, you know, stem cells, they basically do everything for us. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
looking forward to
so thankful that you guys found this product.
Yes, me too. And I'm so excited. I emailed all my friends. The other thing I forgot, that because she's special needs and she never moved, she is much looser. It took us a lot of chiropractic sessions to get this loose in a month, you know. So Dr. Bergman is amazing, and it's not going to change your spine physically, but you're going to get looser.
Absolutely.
Moldable, flexible.
And you're right to combine all these modalities. and they work well together synergistically. Chiropractic, good nutrition, lots of hydration. So very, very smart. And all these things will help. But what an amazing, amazing story. And everyone on this line just wishes you both the best. God bless you. You're an amazing person.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. And everybody, I wish all you the very best, right? You being cute? Bye, everybody.
Oh, she's smiling.
Oh, yeah, she's happy.
Yes,
she feels good. See, I feel good.
Thank you, Jude.
Thank you, everybody.